thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give them a pass.
This is a public service.
One. Quiet on set, everybody. Everyone shut the fuck up.
Everybody shut the fuck up right now. Because Gen Z is pulling
talking.
up hot. Okay? Cheers!
Period.
Yo, this podcast
is about to be it. Y'all about to be like, this the littest
Not it really
This
is.
the littest podcast, period.
Ever to
Call her
exist.
daddy. Who?
Mm-hmm.
The Latinos came in. Sorry.
Yeah,
Let's not be
right now.
haters. Let's not be haters.
No, I know. Respectfully.
But
What's up, you guys? What's up?
We have to introduce ourselves.
Yes, we do.
You go first.
All right, my name is George. Or later on, you can call me Infinity, but we're still thinking about it. We're still talking about it.
Or Xfinity, like
No.
the internet. Period.
If you need cable, you let me know.
His music, don't play with him.
Right. I hate you. Yo, or if you need a car, you let me know too, because, Infinity's over here.
Enterprise.
No. I used to work there. We're not doing that.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I quit.
I thought you liked it.
No,
Wait.
I loved it, but I quit. And let me tell you why I quit.
Mm-hmm. Why?
They were racist. Okay, so let me actually tell you about this. So I used to play.
We're getting deep.
Yeah,
we're deep. Welcome to GENZ F.M.
Welcome. Yes. Nah, but let me tell you. Okay, so I used to work there, and we used to play like music while we were working. Right? I would play my Bad Bunny. I'll play my Latino music. Spanish music up in this bitch. And they will dead ass look at me and be like, "Can you change this?"
Ooh,
so you know what I would do?
I hate people like that.
I know.
Because my thing is, if I want to perreal, I'm a perreal.
All night. Right.
Don't play with me.
Even if I'm at work, like, what do you need? Anyways, tell me how. So then I will go and I'll play country music because they're like, okay, so you don't want this? Let me play some country music. Why they would fucking sing their heart out? They would have the time of their lives right after that.
This was in Massachusetts?
In Massachusetts, which makes sense because it's kind of like...
Isn't up north supposed to be better though?
Yeah, but it depends. Like, let's say, like, mostly cities are better. So if you go more towards the outskirts, like if you go more towards like down, like the smaller towns, that shit is more white dominated. So you kind of have to, keep an eye. But I would not want to be in no south.
No disrespect to nobody, but I don't know how people jam to fucking country music. I don't know how they do it. Except for the one, I like the song where they're like,
no.
and I wish you cheated. No, and it's like, fuck, I know what I'm talking about. She's like, and I hope you have a good time, and I hope you get married, and then I hope she cheats.
That's all they talk about. That's all they talk about.
That's what I'm saying. They be saying, reggaeton is this, and it's all about teta y chola y chocha y esto y eso. But like, all y'all talk about is, and I crashed my car in
with a little beer in my system.
Like, y'all just be talking about drinking and how y'all got your hearts broken. We got it.
We're bullies for that.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm Bree.
I'm George.
And this is GENZ FM, and we're coming with the latest trends, el bochinche, because you already know what's good.
Yeah, the latest and
best.
It's
in our blood. And we're just going to talk about, I don't know, we're just going to bring like a new type of vibe to this space. I feel like podcasts like is becoming more saturated.
Yes.
And we just need like different vibes. We need different vibes. We need good vibes. We need that bochinche where you wake up and you know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
Exactly.
No.
They play it when they're like cleaning and shit, and all you hear is tea. And like I could just envision that for everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like the latest bochinche, like the latest news,
the latest everything, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be your morning alarm, your wake and bake.
I don't know if anyone here is from Florida, but when I was growing up, we had 92.5 FM. Yup, and that was the latest.
Nah, if you're from Puerto Rico, Kaku 105.
Period. That's what we're gonna be.
Gen Z FM.
That's what we're gonna be.
we need a what's that called? The jingle? A jingle. We need a jingle. Yes. We're gonna get a jingle one day, and if you haven't gotten a jingle, try to submit
when we're rich, we'll do it.
Send it over.
Okay, so what do you think like is the vibe, at least for you, for this podcast? Like, what are you trying to do? What sets us apart from like the millions of podcasts out there?
I think it was sets
he's getting nervous.
Right, I gotta get ready for this. No. I think what really sets us apart from a lot of people out there is that we're very, very, very.
Look at Moana.
Moana.
Look at she's
gonna do a surprise appearance at some point.
Right. At some point.
Yo.
Because she.
Nah, but for the vibe on this podcast, I think that
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes. We're very real. We're very lecturing too. Like, let's say we know when it's wrong. We know when it's right. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you're feeling some type of way, put this podcast on because we're gonna tell you how not to feel, how to feel. You know what I mean about certain situations. Yeah. It cannot get any realer than this.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna set us apart. Is we're so real. You know what I mean?
Working.
I think I think that we're just like super authentic within ourselves, and like we're just obviously gonna like y'all see that because like hello,
and we have so much to offer,
and I feel like we have so much to say. I have so much to say. I know he has so much to say, and I feel like aside from like the bochin shit, like we definitely have been through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been through shit. We're not no nepotism babies, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
And I'm a Section 8 baby. I'm not gonna lie
about we
that.
EBT food stamps babies. Like you know what I mean? Like
swipe it for me, please.
Like please EBT accept me. Y'all know they denied me
Uncle
3
Sam.
times. They denied me again.
No,
anyways,
that's wild. They're picking and choosing with who they want to give money
exactly to. Because I be seeing these. Anyways, that's another topic for another podcast. Right. For another episode. Yeah. But I just feel like a lot of these podcasts out there are just like people that are already like successful, like already have a platform, and this is just like another way to bring in revenue. And like I think we just like to talk already, so why not record it? Because the shit we be talking about is like I feel like other people would be like to hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Like 99% of our conversations we would want to be like we would want like, for it to be recorded, you know
exactly, because I feel like we're just entertaining, like that's just really what like it boils down to entertainment, and we are that. See, we said
guys, say hi to Mo. We have to introduce our executive producer. Yo, the number one OG over here.
She don't want to be in front of the camera, but it's fine. She behind the scenes, and she'll be chatting with us too. She will. She just real private.
Right. Wait. So what was the next question?
Okay, and we have to start off hot.
Okay.
Because I've been wanting to talk about it.
Okay.
So what is your opinion on the Selena Haley Justin drama? Yup. I had to say it. Bitch, because I have way too much to say. I had to say. I feel like no one's saying it. Maybe on TikTok, but
let me say something. I don't know. And I did say this on TikTok, and I actually got a couple likes on that shit, and people were like, no. Okay, so what I said was that I feel like a lot of people are just pointing out her subconscious behavior. Like, let's say like a lot of us feel like we all feel a certain way, but our subconscious behavior will 24/7 run that, and our behavior towards other people will kind of like, you know, like it will be avoiding to try to release that subconscious behavior. She just straight up had subconsciously like targeted Selena. But technically, what my opinion on it is that she was just a fan of Justin Bieber, and she just got a lot more access than any of us did. Because
she's a nepotism baby.
Right.
Respectfully.
Right.
Like, let's just call it how it is. Yeah. My opinion, like, I don't like, okay, people say, like, I was talking to my friend back home when I was back home, and she was like, okay, but Selena's been like posting about her. My thing is,
who? Selena posted about Haley?
Like, no, not about Haley. Not about Haley, but like how she'll like, I don't know, like still like not talk about like how lose you to love me. Like sometimes she still talks about Justin. You know what I mean?
Right. And which has nothing to do with Haley. Like, bitch, that
exactly.
Was
my thing is, if I spent over they were together for like 10 years, less than 10 years. Like, you know, since I was like 12. They broke up when I was like 19. If I spent more than 8 years with someone and 2 months later, even if it's on and off, it
was 2 months later?
It was
2 months later?
You replaced me in 2 months, the song. And my thing is I don't care if we're on and off. Clearly, they were on and off for a reason. There were still feelings there. Whatever. We don't know their business. At the end of the day, you could speculate as much as you want.
And it's not like that person is just like off this planet.
Like, I've been in a relationship where we can't leave each other alone. We'll go like 6 months without talking and then rekindle. It's not healthy. I don't recommend that for anyone, but like in my past, I've been through that.
There's
feelings there, right?
Is an ex for a reason.
Summer Walker said, and the city goes, that man's your ex for a reason. But anyways, I feel like if I was with someone for so long and we're on and off, and it's just like, it was a toxic relationship, but we're on, and then 2 months later, you get married?
Yeah, nah.
Crazy.
Nah, I would be sick.
Married is crazy. Married? Like, you're not even fucking a bitch. You're not you're not even like posting. You're getting engaged to the bitch that I probably told you not to worry about.
Right.
Like, y'all gotta think about it. Like, in your past relationships, when y'all are like worried about a bitch, and everyone has a story. Oh, he ended up with the girl like I was worried about. Bitch, imagine he gets married to her.
Married.
Bitch, I'm talking about it for the rest of my life.
I didn't even. Damn, 2 months. That's crazy.
2 fucking months. It's crazy.
First of all, I just wonder how Justin feel about all this, because
but the thing is, what people don't realize is he's the problem too. He's an enabler. He is an enabler because what the fuck? Like, babe, you gotta go to therapy not get married. He gotta go to therapy. He don't gotta get married.
That's crazy.
Yes, you didn't. Let's play that snippet. Hold on, y'all.
I waited to lose you to find me. Yeah, May 1st. What?
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Where are we at?
Like, it was easy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That was like, I think she said like her final song about like that situation. She was like, I got my feelings out. Like, I deserve to give like my piece. That's crazy.
It. I'm so sorry, Selena. You don't.
You did not deserve that. You did not deserve that.
And as to Haley, if you're watching this, bitch.
Girl, do better. Get another man.
Get another man. Yo, what's it called? Fact check real quick.
Right. Wikipedia, wiki check. There's just too much like out there.
It's just too much hatred. No, I don't know. I feel like it's just so crazy too, because a lot of people be getting really involved, and you never know like what it's really like for them. You know what I mean? Like, I seen this video of Justin performing at this stage, and then everybody was like, Selena, and
they were like, fuck
Haley, yeah, and he just walked out from it.
But why would he say nothing?
Right.
Like, as someone's husband, like, that's your job.
Right. If I was on stage, I would have been like,
and y'all want to talk about my
put you all in place right now. I'll give a whole speech, but they do it for the media.
My
they
thing
keep
is,
it moving.
I don't understand why he doesn't.
They're making money off this.
He doesn't say shit though. Like, if I'm your wife, like, you should be defending me.
I know that's right.
If I'm getting torn apart because of your ex, like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless how crazy I am, like, we all know we're crazy. I'm still not Team Haley though.
But it also comes down to like how much they can do, because maybe what if the publicists are really into all this and they're like, don't say nothing, don't post nothing, because they're making money out of this.
But look at, it's been going on for I think almost a
month
now.
You know who ended up winning out of all of this?
Selena.
Thank you.
Exactly, and we
Let
love
me tell you
Latina
that.
Queen winning.
Yep, she just hit 400 million followers.
Exactly.
She's at 402 right now.
Don't need no man.
Keep going.
Don't need no man.
No
respectfully.
Man.
And I know she maybe she. I mean, I don't know.
And look, she's in a wedding dress without having to be in a wedding dress.
Exactly.
She lived her life whenever she wants. Love you, Selena. I love you,
Selena Queen.
I love you, Justin. Not Haley.
Right.
Haley, I don't know. We're gonna have to. I don't know if what would you do if you see any of them in person?
If I saw Justin, I don't know what I would do. I used to be such a big believer. Can I would
be like, pull it out.
Pull it out. Let me see if it's big.
Yo, stop.
No. I don't know what I would do if I saw Haley. Like, like, girl, you not embarrassed? Like, I don't know. I don't think she's like ugly, like physically, but like, I don't know. I just don't care for her. Like,
right. I would just be like, oh, look at Haley. Right?
I'd be like, is that Haley Bieber?
Let me tell you. Can I just tell you? It's completely off topic, I think, but I got recognized at Planet Fitness.
Oh, period.
Yeah, in Massachusetts, which is crazy because I was doing because at the time I was doing TikToks for Springfield, which is where I'm like from, kind of. That's a whole story. But anyways, so I was in one of the local towns and I was in Planet Fitness, whatever, working out, go to the locker room, and the guy was like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm just like, I keep walking because I'm like, what's crazy? You know, I didn't think he was talking about me or to me at all. So I just go to the bathroom real quick, walk back out to the locker room. And he's like, yo, that's crazy again. And he looks at me. And he's like, you're from Springfield, right? And I was
Like you posted a TikTok about this.
yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, well, yeah. And then I was like, yeah, I'm from Springfield, whatever. And I, he said he saw me on TikTok, whatever. But he didn't even ask to take a picture or nothing.
Oh.
Like, he was just, like, I'm telling you, it was all like, oh, yeah, you're George. You're from Springfield, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Like, yeah. Where's my picture?
And then crickets. I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you guys later, I guess. I don't know
what I would do. Like,
never saw them again.
Blew up and like,
well, we are gonna blow up.
Yeah, period. We are gonna blow up.
When we do blow up.
Like, if people come up to me, like, what if I'm hungover? I'd be there like,
bitch. Yeah.
That's why I don't want to be that famous. Yeah. I really don't want to be that famous.
We're about to be, but when
I don't want to be like Kylie Jenner famous because y'all don't even catch me like
I was about to say, since we're about to be famous like that, just know that we have some restrictions here and there. Because
I think as human beings, everyone
it's not
has
about fame,
boundaries, and this is the only reason why I feel like I couldn't be that big of an influencer. Like I couldn't be Kylie Jenner level.
But you don't have control of that. Bitch.
No, but the thing is, I would get canceled so fast because my thing is, I'm gonna tell someone to suck my dick. Like the shit they be saying in the comments of people's shit, I'm gonna be like, your mother. Yeah. Your mother. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like,
so you already know,
God.
Don't test her.
Like daily news, Brianna Pacheco says, your mother back to a friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm be like, okay, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come crazy to me, I'm gonna come crazy to you. And that's just like mutual respect. Like, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. I don't care if I have 40 million followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of, I feel like we're getting completely off topic, but just last thing is that I feel like a lot of people have this, this feeling like they're very entitled to our lives or to people's lives just in general, but it's like we're people too, like this skin, this everyone's right here, like this is like I got up today, I brushed my teeth, I took a shit, and then I ended up wanting to look cute, so then I do that. Like, there's a process to humanity and we all go through it, so don't expect that you have all access to my entire life. Like, exactly, like do whatever has you have fun and like have you like be in a positive mood. But if you're bringing any negativity towards my way, just know it's not helping you, this person, me, or anybody. Like it's just destroying you.
And I feel like that's not talked enough about, because influencing is like kind of, it's not like the newest thing, but like the impact influencers have like nowadays compared to like YouTube influencers back in the day. Like, people feel like because you share certain aspects of your life on the internet that they deserve full access, and that's not the case. Like, I share what I want, or Pepo, Juana, Pabla like shares what they want, but y'all aren't, like, people like us as a whole, like, we're not entitled to anyone's business. At the end of the day, like, what people put out is what people put out, but you should never feel entitled, oh, but you didn't say this, but you didn't say that, because it's none of your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? If someone's not saying it, it's not your business. Or like, oh, this person like is being rude today. Well, maybe they're having a bad fucking day. Just because you have, followers or money doesn't like take away from you being human and experiencing human behaviors. At the end of the day, when you die, you turn into bone. It doesn't matter if you have 50 million in the bank or 5 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So, is it recording?
Yep.
Y'all, you would never believe what just happened. So we were recording. We weren't recording the whole time, but we recorded the audio, and then his camera died. So I'm like, if they don't want to see ethnic people win, just say that. We're going to switch on to the next subject because we had technical errors, okay?
Yes.
But anyway, so the next question is, what's your worst or best sex story? We could pick. You could go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. Okay,
this is my second time telling you, but I guess Nate can hear it for like, I don't know. Nate's heard this story before. But
I hear like it's the first time.
Right, we'll pretend.
It's your first time.
As if you don't hear my cat in the back going crazy. But so essentially, I was a freshman in college premises. Freshman. Okay? And so I'm a senior now. So this was like 3 years? This was 3 years ago.
Like
wow, me estoy poniendo vieja.
Con cara de coneja.
There was like, I had just gone out of a breakup, and there was this guy who was like a friend of one of my close friends. You know, Hune. And so.
You said it started with the what?
But, with the bleep.
With the bleep?
And so basically, like, I had gone to a frat party, and he came and scooped me, and we went back to his dorm, because this is when we dormed, well, the dorming period era. And so it was literally like You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
little
you remember
shimper
me telling
dance,
me, yeah, a little itty bitty
We don't do
piggy.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't do that.
And
here.
so, okay, boom, like that's fine. Well, no, but you know.
Hmm.
So, and then it literally lasted like 2 minutes. Like no foreplay, like no nothing.
That's a long.
Just
if you got longer than that, you're lucky.
just boom boom and that's it. And I'm like, and on top of that, he went back to my ex-friend. And he told her, he was like, oh, she's so crazy, she's so wild, because I had gotten on top for 2 seconds.
That's crazy.
Like
they don't be knowing how to handle the spice sometimes.
exactly,
you know?
Guys be like, oh, like these bitches don't know, these bitches don't know,
And then,
like, oh, like I got it like that. Y'all don't even
but
like, y'all be boring.
You so quick to talk about females, but you're not quick to talk about your sizes.
Respectfully. So call me fucking wild for riding on top for 2 seconds,
but then you're wild for having a shrimp. Like,
well, you're wild for lasting 2 seconds and then think that's
right.
it for me. And then he was going around saying he bags me. I'm like, babe, don't even say that. That's mad embarrassing for me, right? Do not claim me like that. I am. All right. I ain't.
Yo, that's crazy. These boys are liar.
He think about shit that I should have done. Anyways, what's yours?
So my sex stories was in the island. Whoa!
She's a crackhead. I'm sorry.
She said, you about to get gay. Let me give them some kitty real quick.
So
back to going gay. So we was in the islands. I went gay
when he went to the island.
Right, for the day. Just for the day. You know, I was feeling a little bored. Yeah,
he's like, let me just
right. It's a whole new experience when you go to Puerto Rico. Exactly, nah, but we was in islands. We was in islands for Breeze 21st, Puerto Rico, and I was really like, at that point, I really don't know what it is when it comes to me specifically, but I know that when I be out there, these boys don't be coming out to me, right? So if they don't come out to me, nothing's happening that night. Yo,
you know how it is out there. It's very like,
it's stressful.
Misogynistic.
I was just about to say it's very
misogynist, masochista, like the berries that Bad Bunny was trying to break down. But
yeah, but so anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get no dick in this vacation, so I gotta go find myself some dick. I was like, you know what I mean? I gotta do it on my own. Yup, and I did. I went, and so when I pulled up, right, it was like a little what's it called? Hostel, mm-hmm. Right? I was gonna say hostile with it. I was violent.
It was a little hostile.
The least he could have been, but no, we went to the hostel. The least he could have
offered was hostility,
right? And it was just weird because I really was expecting for him to have his own place. Whatever though. So we get there and he tells me he's a bottom, and I'm just there like, girl, we're technically sisters, right? Like, who's
crazy part
whom?
Is he said he was gonna leave for 20 minutes. This man actually left for 20. He's like, I'll be back in 20. Don't even worry about it, because we were supposed to go do something. I forget what it was. He said, I'll be back. Man was back in 18.5 minutes. I think
that was the morning that we were gonna go to Loiza.
Something like that.
I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I it was really quick because it was just not that satisfying. If not, it would have took way longer. I would have went back like.
He literally, I feel like you came back in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
That's so bad because it's like, damn, men really don't be like, not just men, like just like some sex partners just really don't be pleasing, and they be like, oh, I got it. It's like, nah,
it's getting harder now. I feel like it's getting harder now because our expectations just get more and more, and like, the reality is not our expectations, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Exactly. So then we get disappointed when we don't get what we expect. But it's whatever, because at least I set my standards. My standards are high. My standards are not going to go low because you can't reach them.
Period. He was like, the other day, he was like, are my standards too high? I was like, baby.
Right.
No, you don't shop for Dior in Walmart. Like,
right. You said keep them where they at. Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, that was definitely my like worst sex story. My best sex story, I ended up being in a 2-year relationship right after that. Let me tell you that. Like,
after a week of talking,
yeah,
they moved in. He said, "Dick too good."
Yeah, no, yeah, I had to. I was like, ain't nobody touching this but me in this fucking state of Massachusetts. And you know who you is, but you know who you is, and everybody else that know me know who he is. Yeah, but that was the best. We broke up. like what I think over a year ago. I think
you guys were broken up when you left to Massachusetts right after I broke up with A, right?
Yeah, so probably like over a year ago.
No, it's been like 2 years.
2 years, right?
It's been 2 years.
I'm so proud of us. And look at us now. Look at us now.
Sometimes you have to go through really unfortunate situations to get here.
Yeah.
I learned that a lot, and that brings us to our next question. Because we need to talk about it.
I'm curious.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about giving advice, so we're going to talk about giving
Always.
advice.
I love giving advice.
And it's lessons you've learned while in your 20s, like friends, life, money.
Lessons that I learned in my 20s.
Mm-hmm. Child. I'm only 21 and I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like just once you graduate from high school, like that just sets the tone for your 20s. I feel like sometimes 19 is 20, and that small gap from 18 to 20, just so much can happen. Yeah. So much can fucking happen.
I was going to say, you learn a lot from your 20s in your early 20s.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's still a lot to learn, but in that era of the 20s, you know what I mean? You learn all of it between 19 and probably like 22, 23. Personally, with my personal experience, I learned in my 20s a lot of things. And just to keep it, like very general, the one thing I did learn in my 20s. Because we could be here
for hours.
Yeah, no, literally.
Hours.
Yeah. But
we don't have the camera or SD card time.
Right, we don't. But the one thing I did learn in my 20s is prioritize your energy. Prioritize you. It's okay to be selfish. It's 100% okay. Pick who you want in your life that will benefit you in the future. Don't just be saying, oh, this is my friend, or we're gonna have fun just because we can relate. Quality is everything.
Is so fucking important. I feel like it's so hard, especially like when you just grow up in a town where you know everyone growing up, to then like, I don't know, if you don't move away, it might be a little different, but I feel like we moved away, like you came from like Massachusetts. I came from Florida. Like, so it's just you really learn quality over quantity, and it's taken me a long time. Like, you know what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but like,
but what worth is a friendship if you're not elevating from it?
Exactly.
If all you're doing is getting fucked up together, trust me, it's not it. It's not it. So like, I feel like if there's no progressing within the friendship, it's just not there.
And you'll feel it once you start questioning it. You'll I feel like, especially like learning, at least I like recently, I guess, have learned how to differentiate from like my anxiety and my gut feeling. Like when you know, and that's really it. Like when you know, if you have to second guess yourself or ask yourself so many times, is this worth it? Is this person really my friend? Are they putting the same energy? Or if you just sometimes feel drained from coming back, and like you'll hang out with someone, like you shouldn't feel drained. Like if you're just tired because you've had a long day, that's different. But like a physical versus an emotional draining. And if you're emotionally drained, like you shouldn't leave. Like I feel like your friends should like refresh you. You should feel like life's worth living again. Like I'm not gonna kill myself.
And another thing to add into that, because we're speaking more on our side. Speaking on the other people's side, people need to understand and learn, especially in your 20s, not to take shit like that personal. If someone decides to cut you off, if someone decides that they don't want to talk to you, if someone's even acting differently to the point where you don't even recognize them anymore, it's okay to cut them off. It's not like they're off this fucking
planet. Growth happens, and people grow in different ways. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not doing one another dirty.
And if they're meant to be in your life, they will come back. You're gonna be in the same fucking planet. It's just all about timing and how everything works for each other. You
can grow together. Like me and my like close ass friends from back home, like we went through like a little like not drift, but just like a little time when we were like feeling like we're not connecting at the same level that we should be. And I think the most important part, though, especially that people at our age don't understand, is like it's okay to communicate your feelings, like not just in relationships, with friendships as well. And they communicate like, hey Brie, like I feel like sometimes this and this, and that's how you fix a friendship. And I feel like we have a deeper connection than like back then, you know what I'm saying? So like we're not saying like go and cut everyone off and this, that. It's just like
be very selective.
Exactly. You know who you want in your life. You know who are forever people, and like you just know who. Sometimes they're just
you're
not.
Gonna feel
people
it.
Come for seasons. Sometimes people come for seasons, and they don't come for chapters. They come for, or they don't come for like. They don't come for. I don't know how to word. They come for like seasons, not like for years, essentially. Like, and that's okay. There's people that come into your life.
I think that's beautiful.
Exactly. You
I
learn
feel
lessons.
like it's beautiful. I feel like, I mean, it's even more beautiful when, you know, they do stay around for, you know, your entirety of your life.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say like I think it's even more beautiful when it's just apart, because let's say when you have something for so long and then you let go of it, it can just genuinely destroy you.
And
but
some
when you
things
have
can
it,
misalign you from your goal. Like we were talking about the other day, some things could misalign you from like your path so hard that it's just not even worth like staying in that, because then you leave it and you're like, where the how did I end up at another fucking field? Like I'm not even on the field anymore, bitch. Like I'm in a whole different state,
right? Unlike, let's say, like unlike you standing your ground and saying, okay, no, this is not working, and cutting that shit off. That's beautiful within you and that other person
that shows
too,
strength within yourself,
and growth and progression.
And I feel like that just shows, like, I feel like, and something I've learned also, like, mind you, we're only in our early 20s, we probably have so much fucking more to learn.
Oh my God.
But like something that I've learned is sometimes the hard decision isn't easy, and the easy decision is the easiest. And that sounds so like cliche, but I remember when I was in, you know, that relationship, you know, but you know, the easiest thing for me when I was in a really, really, really toxic relationship was to stay. That's so easy. You're in your comfort zone. This is what you know for the time being. So it's easy to stay. It might hurt you more, so that's not the easy part, but it's easy to stay. The hard thing to do is do what's best for you and what you know is best for you, and step out that comfort zone and leave and elevate without that person. So like that goes back to like, sometimes it's better to make the hard decision, because it's going to be hard for a little, but that easy decision will end up fucking you up more in the long run than the hard decision. Literally. So, and that goes for anything. It's not just relationships, money, everything, life, studies.
I was just going to say in general, like, act based on your goals, not based on emotions, because emotions is temporary. You know what I mean? Your goals is permanent. Like, your goals is where you want to end up in life. If I can feel for example, I was acting based on my emotions, and I was like, I call out. I was like,
he want to come here because he felt his haircut wasn't cute. He's wearing a baseball hat, and headphones. You don't even see his haircut, and it looks cute, babe. Like, it looks cute. Like, you look good,
right? And then we're here and we're doing it. You know, this is me putting action and not
for the
working
photo shoot. I was like low key gonna like not pop out. I was gonna cancel, and I was so happy I didn't. Those are smaller situations, but it's in the broader picture. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't do the photo shoot, we probably wouldn't be sitting here. Right here. Exactly. We wouldn't be sitting here. Even smaller things, like, I don't know, if I didn't fucking like wake up early today and do my homework, I wouldn't have like been as confident going to school, you know what I'm saying, and having to take a test. It's small things. It goes with money. Like,
so if you're feeling a certain way, fight that feeling. If it's negative too. If it's negative.
And also something that I feel like is super important that like I feel like we don't realize at like such a young age is that everything is fleeting. Like, emotions are fleeting. People are fleeting. Not everyone. Bitch, you better not leave.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right here.
You know what I'm saying? But like, when you feel sad, like, I feel like for me, like, sometimes it's hard to get out. Oh, this is forever, and this is never gonna end, and I'm always gonna feel like this. But you'll wake up in the morning, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't wake up in the morning and you're not fine,
the next day will be better.
Sometimes I would have like the worst week, and then the next week I'd be like, damn, it doesn't even feel like that week happened. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel like you're tripping because of how you were that week. Right.
But that's why you just have to sit with your feelings and just allow yourself to feel it, because emotions really are fleeting. Like,
and let's say if you're in your head too, if you're in your head and you're thinking a lot of negative things, start saying those things out loud, because
you'll really sit there and be like, bitch, what the fuck
are you thinking?
My nose fat as fuck. What are you talking about?
Right.
Why are you thinking this right now? I'd be like, my man really don't love me, as if he didn't just spend like 5 days with me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's not subconscious. She be talking too much. But
she be chatting.
She's chatting up
like,
there.
Girl, shut the fuck up. I'm like, why you chatting, bro? Like, you're bugging. But I think just all in all, 20s, I feel like are just such a time for growth. And it's, if you really think about it, it's so beautiful. Because like, where you were a year ago does not determine where you're going to be in a year from now.
Absolutely
Like, a year ago, like, I don't even know what I was just healing from a toxic relationship. I think you were too.
I was depressed at home, healing from the toxic relationship.
He literally moved away from me. I never thought like we would hang out again respectfully. Like, I never thought we would hang out again. And look at us with a podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just really don't know like what the fuck could happen. I didn't think we'd be starting a fucking podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always thought about starting a podcast, but did I think I'd be sitting here today, black hair,
Doing
like
it right.
you moved back to New York, like me in
Looking
a
better
finally
than
a
ever,
good
too.
place, like, and we're starting a fucking podcast. No.
Yes. I seen
Time
the
is fleeting.
growth. Like I seen
I feel
you. You seen me. Like I remember
grown a
when
lot.
you was fucking living at Wall Street.
Yeah.
And look at
And
us
mind
now.
you, we didn't even
She
meet,
was
like,
stressed. I just know that just the people that were in your life were really bothering you because
yeah.
how you are right now compared to where you were then, it's like you're a woman now.
Yeah,
like
I don't
like then
feel
you were
like
like a
me
little
and her
girl,
just
like
such
dealing with
different-
everybody's problem. Now you're dealing with your own problems. You put yourself
Yeah,
first.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
feel like
And I respect and love that and will forever cherish that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? In my friends and anyone, I always value self-respect, self-love, and
Exactly.
prioritizing yourself first.
I
Like,
feel like we were just like just such two different people back then.
yeah,
Like,
we were
just
absolutely.
like, I feel like if our like those times, like us like stood in front of each other, you'd be like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing? Like if I could talk to like that girl from like when I lived in that old building and what I was doing, I'd be like, honestly, it's just really not worth it, and like just thug it out because you're gonna get better. Like it's gonna be worth it. Like
she's gonna be like, $1,400 for a thin wall is not gonna do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, girl, you really could be doing better.
Yeah,
like
that shit was crazy.
it's hard at first to like
not the crack on top of the on the roof. Remember that?
Wait, what?
When you had divided the wall, and
Yes,
then the
bro.
top there was that little
There was
crack.
a little crack. Like now I have my own bedroom. Like I have my own cat that's over there. She's fucking chilling,
Mo.
being a menace, but I love her. And like a terrace. Like I could like just I don't know. Like you just don't.
The glow up is
It doesn't
real.
happen till it happens. That's
Exactly,
really what I can
exactly,
say.
yeah.
Like and you too. You literally. I remember sitting at fucking Empanada Mama.
Yes.
And I had got my little cafe con leche, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going back. You know, I just want to work on my
Yes.
credit." I didn't think I was gonna see this man again. Like originally, I was like, "Oh, he's leaving. Like he's
She's
just
like,
not gonna come back."
Then we actually ended up going to a whole vacation
Yeah,
together.
my birthday trip, but then I
Yeah.
didn't see you up until. So he moved out 2021. Yeah, because that's when I moved here.
Yep, I was there all of
2021.
2022.
And then for my birthday in 2022, he came, and then I didn't see him up until this December of
Yeah.
almost 2023. So we had seen each other maybe like three
Yeah.
times.
That's how you know how genuine and true a friendship really is, because
Exactly.
no matter, like, even though it was months in between, it
As I
felt
read
like years.
It does.
I mean, it didn't feel like year. It didn't feel like year. It felt like a few days of us not seeing each other.
Yeah, it does. Like that
Right.
time period of my life feels like generations ago, but
Yeah.
it definitely feels like
What's next?
we
Right.
can definitely go more in depth
In
about
depth.
like life lessons we've learned so far.
And like how we got into
Another
those situations.
episode, we could tell you tea.
Yeah.
Because, child, we have a lot of fucking tea.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? But not for the first episode. We can
We
have
do, 'cause
everything good in the first
people
episode.
out here in New York don't know how to act sometimes.
Respectfully. Your
Okay.
experience at Omega.
Oh, okay.
If you know, you know. And if you don't, you fucking don't. You're too young. You should exit out this video.
If you don't know Omega,
You need to exit
there's
out
an
this video.
issue. Yeah,
You're
that's
too young
crazy.
or you're too old. Like,
Omega was like the foundation of video chatting. Is it?
That's like...
Uvu?
No, I think that was Uvu.
Right,
But
Uvu
I feel
is
like
correct.
Omega was like the foundation of like...
Random people talking type shit.
Right, it's like
Yeah,
like when you
yeah,
go on
like-
and
and they
not Instagram,
advertised it like that,
TikTok
like talk to
Live.
strangers.
It's like TikTok Live now, but
Yeah.
way more unhinged.
Yeah.
Way more fucking unhinged.
No, yeah, that I think my craziest experience on Omegle is just how unfiltered it is when it comes to aging and who
The
you're
shit
talking
you would
to.
see. I would
Yeah,
log on and just see a big fat dick in my
dig,
camera.
right? Just swinging like that, or even small ones. Or
Ma, you
little-
should have regulated my internet more because the shit I saw at fucking like 11 years old,
No, yeah.
girl. I don't feel like it affected me that much, but
little grandpas out here,
yes, bro, they'd
shirtless
have
and
those little
shit.
itty
Like,
bitty Peters up in there.
yeah, that shit was bad. And
It was
but
really bad.
did I get? I don't think I took anything from Omegle. Maybe I
don't
did
think
talk
Omegle
to a boy for a
traumatized
little
us
bit.
like that.
But Omegle was kind of interesting though, because at a young age you would just talk to people from all over the world. I remember like hearing my first actual British accent there and shit like that. You know what I mean?
It was just such a different time. I feel like
it really was.
It just
It
feels
was
like
it
the
was
ghetto version of what the
yeah.
internet
Yeah.
is now.
It is. I think it was mostly just like Minecraft, Nicki Minaj, and Omegle. That's that era. Like that's really what it was.
This one is for the boys in a
Boom
boom
the
system.
town AC.
I feel like our generation was like, we were like
That was that.
unleashed to so much. Like the
Yes.
internet was not restricted.
No, it
like I
was
remember
not.
there was like, I told him earlier, like on Facebook, like when I was in like 5th grade. I don't know why I had Facebook back then, but I did. There was like a video of like this like cartel guy or some shit getting beheaded. I shouldn't be seeing that when I'm like, what? 5th grade is what?
Yeah.
Like almost 10?
Yeah, and what I was gonna say was that what's it called? I had seen this video too around that time too of this girl. I don't know if you got to see that same video, but it was a little girl who accidentally jumped out of her balcony, and you can see her literally land on the floor. But listen to this. My building was built in 1935, okay?
Wait, which one?
The building that I live in right now with my grandparents.
Okay.
1935, bro. Mo. Oh my God, you're sitting on Mo. But okay, crazy story. So I always knew my house was kind of haunted, right? And
What happened to the bitch falling off the balcony?
So listen to this. So I was out here watching the video, and I'm like replaying. All of a sudden, I'm on my grandma's computer, so she has a lot of stuff on the top. I'm just replaying this video because I was just so in shock that I seen this person hit floor from like the 10th floor. So I was just replaying the video over again, and then it got to the point where my stapler just fell on me.
Oh.
And
I'm
I
getting
was
beat up by a
like,
stapler.
Not me getting beat up by a ghost. I was like, what the fuck? It's not that big of a deal. I'm so sorry if I was rewatching. I never listen when I closed that tab so quick. I was like, nah, this is why that stapler fell. It's because I was rewatching that video, that little girl.
That girl came back and said like, it's really not that funny.
Sorry,
The
guys.
devil works hard, but we fucking work harder.
Right.
Because why did my cat start choking?
Right. After this is like a whole paranormal like clip. This is crazy. The ghost is out here looking for us. They chasing. Oh my God, we need to clean this place.
She needs to rest in peace, girly.
Right.
Girl.
Right. Like I don't know where that was, but that shit was scary.
I remember that. Those were the good old days, kinda.
It really was. I feel like now people are just a
Way too fucking
little
sensitive.
bit too sensitive. Yeah.
I mean, no, that really is what it is.
Like,
I
okay,
like
we
the
get-
new term chronically online. Like, why are y'all getting mad at a bitch for opening a cereal bag weird?
Nowadays.
The fucking most. I feel like I saw something
like things that you shouldn't that are not okay. Racism, homophobia,
yeah.
transphobia, any gender like any type of
Disrespecting.
disrespect when it comes to our own decisions and who we are as
Degrading.
people, period, is like
Okay, but like even just
But
like
anything else is
this,
like, what the
the song by Saweetie that was just dropped, people were just getting so mad at that because they're like, oh, white girls are singing it with like so much attitude.
oh my God.
And in my opinion, and that's why God gave everyone their opinion, and I will call shit out if I thought it was wrong. Like, I don't think that like anyone singing to a song, like if it has a little, like think about it, when you're singing to a Sam Smith song, you're not gonna be like, yeah, I'm way too good at goodbyes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with mad attitude, it's just that's not the vibe.
Right.
But when it's a Meg song, or even just say like
Yeah.
a fucking, I don't know, Nicki song, you're gonna sing that with emphasis, you know what I'm saying? This one is for the boys in a boom. You're not gonna sing it with, this one is for the boys in the boom, and like, all right, like, you know, you go to the vibe to the song.
They made it.
You know
They
what
put
I'm
it out there
saying?
for everyone.
Damn.
All I want to say to something like that
like
is
something
that
with very much, it's like, and I got a potion, like some shit, like
Oh, yeah.
like her in the song, like when she was singing it, she had attitude. It was very like, yup. Just like when you're listening to Ice Spice, it's very like, duh, like, are you
Right.
dumb attitude? But if you sing it like that, like, are you wrong for
Get
it?
that, buddy,
You know what I'm saying? And I get like sometimes like, you know, white people be doing things that they don't need, like, you know what I'm saying, like leave some shit like for the culture.
But that's the thing though, that
but
like
the song, like the Sweetie song, it's just like, all right, now like it feels chronically
let me like so wrong when I tell you I'm from the Bronx, New York, and yes, you know, but I was mostly born and a little bit raised in the island of San Juan, Puerto Rico. I did not got on everything, and it's not and you know, I'm the lightest one out of my two older brothers, which are both Afro Latino. All together, you know what I mean? We're just Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican is a mix of everything, so we're just literally everything. But what I'm trying to say,
mad at that when people
they
say
do,
like,
but you know, it's,
Puerto Rico's
that's
a mix of
ignorance.
everything.
It's
I'm
not
like,
ignorance.
it's
Just
not my
because-
fault people came
right,
and colonized and
just-
killed and raped our people.
Right, exactly. And just because your opinion is so right to you, it doesn't mean that it's really right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the facts are there, and whether you like it or not, they're there, and it is what it is. But what I do really want to emphasize on is that culture. A lot of people get wrong here, because let me tell you something, and I swear to God on everything, I did not know about racism until I stepped foot in this fucking country. When I seen people getting treated unequally. Even myself, I've had racial experiences out here in America that I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even fathom of even experiencing, because in Puerto Rico, we're so mixed in
that's just
all
not a thing. Everyone,
colors.
like,
It's
loves
just
each other.
exactly like
not
that's just
to
not
say
happening.
that Hispanic cultures can't be racist, because
Which
they
can
very
be.
much can. But we're just saying from
it's
the island.
influenced by people, that are pale, whatever, white people.
It's influenced by white. It's American,
but,
not just American.
But naturally, no one is really racist. You know what I mean? Naturally, generally, no one is racist.
You could, like, my fucking mom's friend, or not even my mom's sister, blonde, blue eyes, pale as fuck.
And then you can have someone with
dark skin, like, smaller eyes, just more ethnic features. You could go from someone being pale blonde to someone being dark brown hair. Like, that's just, at the end of the day, our history is our history.
What I'm trying to really get to with all this, racial rant and Puerto Rican rant, is that when it comes to culture, I was taught to share it, not to keep it to myself.
And I do understand where it comes from, is when, Black women have their, hairstyles, cultures. Hispanic women was like our culture, Black women's culture, Asian culture, Native culture back in the day. Even now, it's still seen as like ghetto, raunchy, not clean, not proper. Like, why is it when, like, okay, Hispanic women in the 90s were slicking their hair back with gold hoops and lip liner and lip gloss, that was seen as chola, or that was seen as ghetto. But now that Hailey Bieber is doing it, and now that these gringuitas are doing it, it's seen as clean girl aesthetic, the new trend. It's not a new trend. Y'all are copying off a blueprint, but taking it and changing the narrative. And why is it when
and not giving
Black
credit
girls,
not giving credit,
but they're changing it, and like, the same people that made it negative are trying to turn it positive because they're the ones doing it. But when Black women, they had their braids, they had the big hoops, the long nails, that was seen as ghetto, that was seen as this. But when white girls do it, it's just cute, it's just trendy. I'm trying on these new thick gold hoops because that's what's in. Braids because that's what's in. That's what I think is cute. It doesn't affect people. But at the end of the day, Black women for a very long time, and still to this day, because of the style of their hair, or their hairstyle, because they're wearing braids, or because their hair is too natural, or this or that, they can't get a job. But then white women want to come and they want to wear braids because it's cute, and I'm on a trip to Cancun. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that comes in, and that's where the issue, and people don't understand, it's like the fundamental issue of it. At the end of the day, there's a principle to situations.
But that does, it's
not about going around and like, this is stealing, this is culture, this is it's taking the culture, appropriating, not giving credit, and trying to turn it into something that it's not. Because at the end of the day, back to the Hispanic girls, why when we did it, ellas son una chola, ellas son una tecata.
You wouldn't
but
think
Hailey
that
Bieber does it, and that's the trend. Clean girl aesthetic, slick back ponytail,
but
brown
don't you think
liner.
that goes kind of like back to who's running the industry and the media?
But it goes back to the same point. It
all
circles down to the same point. But that's why people get upset with like culture appropriation. You know what I'm saying? White girls out here talking about
stuff, and they don't even give the credit either.
They
so
don't
it's
give credit.
That's
They're like,
the worst part too.
I could do whatever I want. It's a free country, bitch. Free as dick. You know what I'm saying? Is it a free country when I punch you in the face?
It's a food for thought, because I personally feel like it's okay for all of us to share each other's culture. I mean, we're in the same fucking planet.
That's why there's culture appreciation and culture appropriation.
Exactly, but when it comes to culture appropriation, it's a whole completely 360
But I think
degrees.
you can 100% appreciate other people's cultures.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Bali and I participated in like seeing the temples and doing I don't think I did any prayers, but like trying, their food. It's me appreciating their culture, but I'm not coming and trying to steal their culture and trying to turn it in.
Wait,
to something
okay, so
and then profit off of it.
Nicki Minaj is doing that heavy with Asian culture, with the Chun-Li and the Ruby the Zeus and Yi Hao. I don't even know what the fuck Yi Hao means.
Ni hao.
She says ni hao. Anyway, ni hao. Chinese?
She's Trinidadian. That's not Chinese.
She has Chinese in her?
I'm pretty sure she's Trinidadian.
I'm today years old because I thought she was
What
an island
ethnicity
girl.
is Nicki Minaj?
She an island girl.
She's Trinidadian, Tobago, and then American.
Be heavy on it. She be heavy on the outfit.
Okay. So an underrated artist that lived like that their fame was like they had like that 15 seconds of fame and then they like dipped.
Cher Lloyd.
Oh, what's that girl?
I want
Get
you.
up
Right
right
now.
GENZ F.M. She deserves so much better.
Yes.
Like I fully feel like she would have been so big.
Yes.
If I'm ever going through heartbreak, I still to this day listen to her songs because she gets me through heartbreak. Period.
Shirley was
her.
on radios type shit. Like she was like, yeah, like she was holding
She
the
was so
throne. She was next.
What
there.
happened to her?
She was there with Demi, Selena, all of them type
Becky
shit.
G.
Becky
How did
G
Becky
even?
G grow and then she did it? I don't know.
She grew and then she grew into a whole different realm. It's crazy because Cher Lloyd actually did do a song with Demi Lovato. Heart Attack?
Oh yeah.
Was it Heart Attack?
Yes.
Right?
One of those.
I don't know, but it was really good. Becky G, but what Becky G did was that she was in the American like industry, and then she just blew up in the Spanish industry. So she kind of just gave herself a head start.
Yeah.
I don't know, but when it comes to like, I think Cher Lloyd was the only one that I wish stood around because she would have been very,
I don't
very
know what happened
popular.
to her.
Me neither.
That's how I feel about JoJo.
She did a song with with T.I.
I think so,
right?
but is T.I. even that big? Not really. Okay, guys. So enough with the questions. We're done fucking talking. Sorry, we're gonna be doing segments here and there, different segments. This one's called "Fuck or Duck." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes you gotta duck away from these boys. Don't know how to act.
Yeah, these little boys, not men.
Right,
Boys.
Starting with our controversial boy, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
It's so hard. Like, I really don't fuck with him right now.
Girl, I've been riding his face. Like,
I
even
feel
from the
like-
beginning. Even from the
Me
beginning
too,
with his
since he
painted
looked like an
nails
avatar.
and all that.
He looked like an
Yeah.
avatar. That's when you
No
thought he was the
bullshit.
finest.
Right. He looked good as
He
fuck
did.
now.
I like him now though.
Yeah.
Like I like him. Like I like curly hair.
So definitely fuck. I mean, that's
I
a
don't know
big
if
fuck
it came
right there.
down to. I feel like the fact that I know that he fucked Kendall Jenner, like, it's really in the middle. It might have to be a duck, to be honest, because the fact that you fucked her, like, I really can't look past that. I would have.
Right.
I would have been like, do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day. Okay, who's the next guy?
Lil Baby.
Ooh.
Lil Baby.
Fuck. I don't know. It's just something about him. Like, you know, I love Lil Baby.
I gotta see what he looked like.
He's
again.
like
Hold on.
fake cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was.
He's like fake cute. Like he's not mad ugly, but he's like kind of cute to me.
Oh, shit, I know Lil Baby slanging. Let me tell you that. So fun fact. Okay, so not only did I served on Post Malone at Applebee's. I don't know if I told you guys about that.
No,
Yeah, he tipped me like $600-$700. Love you, Post. It was really dope, really chill. Yeah. Also, A Boogie ended up driving by our Applebee's and he posted it. Remember on Instagram? Moms actually goes to drink at that Applebee's, at that bar. So she be talking to the bartender, she'll be talking to us and whatever. Kind of, she it's her life, when she's there. It's not really her son's, but she'd be like, so she'd be like, oh, like, I like this, I like that, this, that. This is my son. He does this, is that. Y'all know him. Yeah, Lil Baby. Probably fuck.
Your last ex.
My last ex?
I'd rather kill myself.
I'll fuck him.
Hell no. Duckity duck duck duck. I'll duck in the bushes. I'll duck in the bushes for as long as I can.
She said, who?
Call me Detective Duck because I'm hiding. Like, right.
You don't see me today. Nah.
Duck, 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 duck. That's disrespectful to myself, not only as a woman, but as a human being.
I wouldn't be with him. Maybe if he did change, but no one ever changes. But I would fuck him though. Slinging. And you're lucky that I even put that out there.
Okay, guys. So this is the end of the first episode of
Episode
GENZ
number 1.
We've been talking about this for so long. We've just been wanting to start a podcast,
months.
something new.
Yes.
Just the podcast, I guess, industry seems so saturated. So we wanted to just bring some new vibes.
Yes, some new, real,
colors,
genuine.
Exactly, authentic
Yes.
energy.
Yes.
So thank you for tuning in. If you did,
Thank you
if you
so
didn't,
much.
you missed out.
You did.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay because you can always come back and watch all of our podcasts.
Exactly. Make sure to stream on Spotify
Yes.
and follow our TikTok. We'll have it linked below. There'll be something at the end. Don't even worry about it. If you miss it, don't. You know what I mean?
Don't.
And
Put a reminder.
Yes,
Calendar.
stay tuned for our next
Yes.
episode.
I'll see you guys.
And cheers to y'all. Have a good week. Stay positive. Stay
Yes.
cute. Stay
Say your
fresh.
affirmations.
And more than anything, stay puta.
Stay putita.
That's enough for me,
real
bitch.
putita.
This was a lot.
Good night. Love you guys. Bye.